Yes, so today the court heard from myself and the two immigration officers or acting chief immigration officers, one from Belize and one from Trinidad, and we all presented our evidence. So I presented my situation in terms of not wishing to visit because of the existence of the laws, and they presented that the laws are generally not enforced. And after that, the court heard from my attorney, who again expounded on my position, and there were questions about the fact that the law is not regularly enforced, and would that amount to satisfying my request, which I don't think it does, because there's still a lot of uncertainty as to when the law would be enforced. If the government changes, for example, or if the immigration officer decides to, ignore the directive and actually do so, he wouldn't have been acting in contravention of the law. And then they heard from the Solicitor General, I believe, Mr. Hawke, from Belize, who made the case that the law is not regularly enforced, so there is no need to repeal it.
Okay. Even if there was a repeal of this particular law, and the court would judge in your favor, would you still have any intentions of visiting Belize?
Oh, yes, I have work to do in Belize. As I indicated before, the reason I filed this case is I am engaged in regional work to document the abuses against LGBTI people and to advocate for a repeal of laws and policies which drive is underground away from effective HIV intervention. So my work continues. I just can't do it in Belize and Trinidad at this time, but I certainly am doing that in other countries in the region, and I wish to go back to Belize and Trinidad because you are two of the major players in CARICOM.
You mentioned Trinidad as being party to this suit. Have they presented, and what has been the overall response, either legally by way of presentation or what have you, in this particular case?
So tomorrow morning, Trinidad will present, followed by CARICOM, and the position, if I can summarize as best as I can, from what the cross-examination experience from the Trinidadian law today, the law is not regularly enforced, and therefore, again, because it's not regularly enforced, there is no breach. And as I've said, my position is that the fact that there has been no breach is no guarantee that there will never be a breach of my right to freedom of movement. And so this uncertainty in my mind is a violation of the right to uninhibited free movement within CARICOM.